Welcome back to Basics of Mechanical Engineering 2 Week 8 Answers in NPTEL. Question number 1. In shielding arc welding, option A, welding rod coated with slag is used. Option B, a large electrode is used. Option C, welding rod coated with flexing material is used. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option C. Welding rod coated with flexing material is used. Let us see the explanation. In shielding arc welding, a protective barrier like a gas or flux is used to shield the molten weld pool and the arc itself from the surrounding atmosphere. This shielding prevents harmful gases and contaminants from affecting the well's quality and integrity. So the correct answer is option C. Welding rod coated with flexing material is used. Question number 2. Most of the oxyacetylene welding is done with option A, oxidizing flame, option B, carburizing flame, option C, neutral flame, option D, all of these. The correct answer is option C, neutral flame. Let us see the explanation. Most of the oxyacetylene welding is done using neutral flame. This flame is achieved when oxygen and acetylene are mixed in equal parts, resulting in a clear, well-defined cone that indicates complete combustion. The neutral flame is generally preferred for welding various metals like mild steel, cast iron, stainless steel, copper, and aluminium. So the correct answer is option C, neutral flame. Question number 3. In thermite welding, thermite is a mixture of option A, charcoal and aluminium, option B, iron oxide and aluminium, option C, charcoal and iron oxide, option D, chipping finish. The correct answer is option B, iron oxide and aluminium. Let us see the explanation. In thermite welding, thermite is a mixture of finely powdered aluminium and iron oxide. This mixture is typically in the ratio of approximately 1:3 by weight. So the correct answer is option B, iron oxide and aluminium. Question number 4. The consumable and continuous flow electrode is used in option A, carbon arc welding, option B, MIG arc welding, option C, TIG arc welding, option D, none of these. The correct answer is option B, MIG arc welding. Let us see the explanation. The consumable and continuous flow electrode is used in gas metal arc welding. It is also known as metal inert gas welding. In this process, a continuous wire electrode is fed into the weld pool and melts to form the weld. So the correct answer is option B, MIG arc welding. That means metal inert gas arc welding. Question number 5. The brazing process is carried out in the temperature range of dash. Option A, 80 to 155 degrees centigrade. Option B, 170 to 300 degrees centigrade. Option C, 350 to 500 degrees centigrade. Option D, 550 to 670 degrees centigrade. The correct answer is option C, 350 to 500 degrees centigrade. Let us see the explanation. The brazing process is typically carried out in a temperature range of above 450 degrees centigrade. and 840 Fahrenheit. This is significantly higher than soldering, which occurs below this temperature. So the correct answer is option C, 350 to 500 degrees centigrade. Question number 6. When more volume of acetylene and less volume of oxygen is supplied, then a dash flame is obtained. Option A, natural. Option B, oxidizing. Option C, carburizing. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option C, carburizing flame. Let us see the explanation. When a larger volume of acetylene and a smaller volume of oxygen are supplied, a carburizing flame is obtained. In this type of flame, the excess acetylene decomposes and produces tiny carbon particles which can dissolve into the molten steel. This can lead to metallurgical issues. So the correct answer is option C, carburizing flame. Question number 7. The most suitable electrode materials used for joining low alloy steels using the gas metal arc welding process is option A, copper. Option B, cadmium. Option C, low alloy steel. Option D, tungsten. The correct answer is option C, low alloy steel. Let us see the explanation. The most suitable electrode materials for joining low alloy steels using gas metal arc welding are typically low alloy steel electrodes. These electrodes are designed to have a similar chemical composition to the base metal, ensuring a proper weld and matching the properties of the original materials. Solid wire electrodes, often referred to as gas metal arc welding electrodes, are commonly used. So the correct answer is option C, low alloy steels. Question number 8. The flux commonly used in brazing is option A, borax. Option B, zinc chloride. Option C, ammonium chloride. Option D, rosin plus alcohol. The correct answer is option A, borax. Let us see the explanation. The flux commonly used in brazing is borax. Borax based fluxes are a common choice due to their ability to improve the flow of filler metals and reduce the melting points of certain oxides. So the correct answer is option A, borax. Question number 9. A neutral flame is obtained by supplying option A, more volume of oxygen and less volume of acetylene. Option B, equal volume of oxygen and less volume of acetylene. Option C, more volume of acetylene and less volume of oxygen. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option D, none of these. Let us see the explanation. A neutral flame is obtained by supplying equal volumes of oxygen and acetylene. This balanced ratio ensures complete combustion and a neutral chemical effect on the molten metal, making it suitable for welding most metals. So, among these, option D is correct because he have not given equal volume of oxygen and acetylene. So the correct answer is option D, none of these. Question number 10. The maximum temperature occurs at the dash. Option A, inner core. Option B, outer core. Option C, torch tip. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option A, inner core. The maximum temperature occurs at the inner core. So the option is correct. In the next video, we will discussing about week 9 answers in NPTEL of Basics of Mechanical Engineering 2. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.